Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us on Elephant Exposed. I am your host, CJ Jones, Mr. TNTBS, and we are live. Yes, we are live here in StreamYard Studio. Just trying to do something a little different. Um, just going through my YouTube feed. Um, I just want to comment on something that came across my feed just the other day, and so we're just going to get right into it, and we'll just talk about it. All right, so here we go, guys.
Over someone. Well, there's a man, he's paralyzed. Do they handle it with care? Of course not. They basically pull him out, sit him on the ground. Here's the video.
Huh? I'll need you to come out so I can talk.
No problem.
All right.
I'm paralyzed.
I have to.
You want me to just jump out? Grab on. Grab my arm. Grab me out. Come on.
Yeah, I'll need you to come to the back of the vehicle so I can talk to you, sir.
Help me out.
I will help. You want my help?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. I got this. Come on. Come on, you gotta
I
hold.
got you. I got you.
I'm paralyzed. You gotta hold on.
I got you.
He can't.
I got you.
He can't walk.
I got you. Now hold your feet.
I can't. I'm paralyzed. You gonna drag me?
Sir, do you need?
He paralyzed. He can't walk. He can't walk.
Do you have like a?
He's a paraplegic.
That's the only thing you have.
This how you.
Sit right here. Sit right here.
You gonna set me outside on the ground?
No, well, I'm gonna try to hold you.
Why you set me on the ground, man?
Sir,
Why y'all set me on the ground,
Ready?
though? Yeah.
we're gonna try to help you out, man.
Yeah, but why you
Just
I can't. I'm paralyzed, bro.
okay.
No paralyzed me.
I'll just do it.
I'm saying, got a wheelchair, bro. I'm paralyzed.
Do
Okay.
you have the wheelchair?
Yeah.
It's out in the back. Ma'am, can you help with the wheelchair?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you. I have to get his wheelchair out in the back.
Yeah.
This is so sad. Put up the picture for Mass.
Oh my goodness.
I remember riding with my grandfather one day. My grandfather did not have the use of his legs, was a good man. And I remember one day looking out the window and seeing how he would put himself in a wheelchair, roll to the driver's side, use his arm strength to swing into the seat, the driver's side seat. He would fold up his wheelchair and he would throw it in the back of the car. He used a hand device in order to drive. And if you got close enough to him and laughed at him, he'll whoop your ass with no problem. Long live my grandfather. For these officers to not be aware of how to properly handle an individual who is paralyzed seems to be, well, more so than their ignorance at play.
Right.
The incident lasted for about 10 minutes. Okay, for about 10 minutes. Put the picture back up. Eventually, the officers did try to help, but that was after they were having trouble lifting him back in the car.
Okay.
They had to now ask the wife, can you get his wheelchair? She says, that's what I was saying I would do in the beginning. As a matter of fact, both of them said, I need the wheelchair to get out. I have no problem doing so. She sets the wheelchair on the roadside as a quote, investigation was underway. Sources say the officers actually mistook him for another suspect.
Okay.
And reacted in that way before even verifying his identity. Eventually, the officers returned the man to his wife, confessing they actually did make a mistake. This was a case of mistaken identity. They apologized for the inconvenience as they uncuffed him.
Okay.
Here it is.
Okay.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I know your hand's big. That's why I just want to make sure.
Get it to him, man.
All right.
People not coming to get you, bro.
Huh? People not coming to get you.
Do this. Let me get him in the car.
do that. That's probably much easier.
Wow.
Thank you for your patience. I apologize for the inconvenience for this little man and for your kids.
Trying to get a check, man.
Oh no, it's job. It's a policy that we have to follow. You know what I'm saying?
Check,
No, not at all. Believe me.
These officers violated massive protocol here. Number one,
Yes,
they
they
did
did.
not seek the identity of the person before they did what they did. Number two,
Yeah.
they decided to ignore the proclamation that this
Exactly.
individual did not have the use of his legs. I don't know what you thought he was lying. You thought the wife was lying? And then they decided to handcuff him. Where is he going? You've already checked him. What is he going to do? You put him outside on the side of the street. You set him down on the street. He said, "You're just going to sit me here?" That's exactly what they were going to do and be okay with it as they ran their investigation. Insane. We're still trying to identify the officers involved. I will bring you that information as it comes. Jackson, thoughts?
Man, please do. I hope that they really do identify these individuals. We're alive, so I can always just go back and rerun this video. But y'all, this is crazy. It's so much that we can just ping apart. The first thing that comes to my mind when I see mishandling of civilians, of people, when it comes to people that are in authority to question, start an investigation, stuff like that, in which that's why we pay them to be servants to the public. You would think that by them knowing who and what they are, they would let a thing called humanity, couple that with professionalism, sink in somewhere. This is the part that I see, this is the part that I can't get over when I see things like this. Even whenever I was analyzing the breaking down of the shooting of Miss Young from the last video, the first thing that people want to do is concentrate on the criminality of a person. And yes, we do want to be mindful that whoever the individual is, there's still a sense of human dignity in handling any individual suspected of doing any kind of crime, any kind. It is a lot harder done than said, but that's what would make these officers the professionals that they would be and should be. And in some cases, they really are. Like Dr. Richie and I, we say this statement all the time. This is not a thing of training. This is a thing of culture. This is police culture that we are exposing here on Elephant Exposed. This didn't even have to be. Plain and simple. It didn't have to be. There is no such thing as a perfect officer out here. and we're not always going to have our information. We're not going to always have a full description, different things like that. We're not even pinging on things like that. What we're pinging on is the lack of dignity shown to this driver and the complete, utter disregard to the passenger that was trying to be of assistance. We caught it on the tail end, but verbally, the driver was compliant. When the officer told him what he needed to do, he said no problem. But this particular no problem, honestly, that officer should have caught the sarcasm because I did. And had that officer really been looking in the car as he's introducing himself and telling the driver why he got pulled over and things like that, this is policing 101. You're scanning the vehicle for your context clues. So just in case you do have a situation to where you do have a mix-up of identity or whatnot, you are able to pick up on things that can kind of clue you in. And if you don't know what disabled drivers apparatuses look like, then that's on the police officer, because you should be trying to become more knowledgeable of different ways that people operate their vehicle. But let's just say, okay, obviously the police officers did not take the driver's word for him being able to get out the car. And so therefore, well, they in the mess now. So they just made it worse. They just made it worse. As soon as you open the door, you should be able to look and tell and see. I mean, this was just, in the Marine Corps and the Navy, we say, we use a term called FUBAR. I'm not going to tell you what it is because we got to keep this decent. But this was totally FUBAR'd from the moment that the communication started. I have no idea as to why these officers chose to be wrong and stay wrong. They didn't have to be wrong. I mean, even in their wrongness, they could have chose to not stay wrong. They were not, like Dr. Ritchie observed, this man wasn't going to go nowhere. Then on top of that, just the way that you handled the man, you put him out on the street without his chair, without any other way. Like, I just don't get that. Now, handcuffing, now, the cliche excuse for putting handcuffs on someone, they'll tell us, or we train, or at least we used to train, this is for my safety as well as yours. Okay, the man is paraplegic. Yes, not to say that you don't have exceptionally strong paraplegics out there, but it ain't but so much that man is going to be able to do. So you're handcuffing him really for what? because the professional in you needs to be aware of your surroundings at all times, at all points of your investigation. So again, I don't see how is this uh this is good for the officers. But I'm pretty sure um the videotapes are going to run, and the higher ups are going to look at it, and internal investigation ain't going to find nothing wrong or so forth, and they're going to apologize by the way it looks and everything. But this is about being decent human beings. I can't stress that enough. um but at either rate, guys, I just want to say thank you for joining me, going live here on StreamYard. I haven't done this in a while. I decided to check out the connectivity, the lights, and everything. Um, if you like what the video was about, um, let me know, and we'll try to keep this thing going. In the meantime, you guys take care, and until next time, y'all be good.